Now, Casualty continues tomorrow night, and it's been a hard time for David, who's struggling to open up to his wife, Rosa, about his mental health. And Jason Durr, who plays David, joins us this morning. Good morning, Jason. Oh, goodness, it's been such a tough time for David, hasn't it? And it feels like it's coming almost to a bit of a climax for him.
It is. It is. David's a wonderful character to play, and I've been blessed over the last 4 or 5 years to be able to play him. And he's an incredibly complex man, and this is sort of the culmination of so many things in his life. And what we really find out in these next couple of episodes is the sort of what we examine is the minute by minute, hour by hour struggle that David has on a daily basis, just managing his condition rather, and trying to find his normal and what everybody else around us, you and I, would regard as a sort of normal. And it's exhausting for him. Yeah. Just getting up every day and coping with everything that he has to cope with. So it's a brilliantly written episode, fantastically directed by Paul Reardon, and it's David's a real joy to play. So I'm very lucky.
And I suppose it's even more exhausting for him because he feels like he can't talk to Rosa, his wife. He can't be completely honest with her.
Yes, their relationship it's wonderful. I mean, they got married very quickly. They don't really know each other very well. It was a bit of a shotgun wedding, and then she had to go back to Venezuela for her mother's very ill, and so no sooner were they together than they were apart. So David fell back into his routine, and what I've learned about over the last 5 years investigating bipolar is that people with bipolar, obviously there's the medication that helps, counseling that helps, and and the support of friends and family is incredibly important. But when it comes down to it, it's the individual's coping strategies, and David falls back on which is his routine. Now he has his notebook, he has his medication, his bum bag, of course, but it's his routine that gets him through the day. And if that in any way gets messed around with, he's not sure whether he can cope. Yeah. And all those secrets in his life and worries, and he's just never sure whether can he tell Rosa those things? And he's terrified. He's terrified of opening up to her for the simple reason that he thinks she might leave him. Yeah. So it's terribly sad, and it makes great drama, and it's tragic, but uplifting at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it's so important that we see these storylines in soaps, but I guess you feel a sense of responsibility as an actor to play it the right way.
Absolutely, absolutely huge responsibility. And it's incumbent on me to make sure that I do my research, I do everything I can to get it right. And the most gratifying thing, really, Christine, is that on social media, when you get the reaction from people on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and people with bipolar who say, Jason, thank you. Thank you for portraying it so accurately, or, it's very humbling for me because, to see people both with bipolar who have it who have bipolar, to say such lovely things, but also people who don't have bipolar who then have a better understanding of what it's like for people with bipolar. Mm-hmm. So, yes, it's a massive responsibility, and one I take very, very seriously. Yeah.
No, of course you do, Jason. But just aside from Casualty for one moment, going back to one of my family's all-time favourite series, Heartbeat.
Yes.
which
Lovely
was
Heartbeat, yeah.
exactly, lovely Heartbeat. And it was rerun, of course, during lockdown, which my family
indeed.
watched again. It's my dad's favourite programme, in fact.
Well,
And it was just so
can
lovely.
I just say your dad has fantastic taste. So
He absolutely does, Jason. And do you know what? It was almost like just wrapping a blanket around us during lockdown, watching something that was so familiar and comfortable.
Yeah. Look, I had an amazing time on Heartbeat, and filming in Goathland, up in Whitby, fantastic actors to work with, Derek Foles, just some of the great guys that were there, and the stories. It was a massive show for ITV and hugely popular, a real sort of flagship show for them, and it's being sort of, what's great is a whole new generation of people are seeing it. And, they love the music, the 60s music, the 60s costumes. They all, when I sort of, at a social distance, when I bump into people on the street, they all come up to me and say how much they love Heartbeat. And
Jason, I'm actually singing the song in my head as you're talking there. You talk about the music. It's so distinctive, isn't it?
Well, it is. They always mention the music and the cars, and not very often the acting, which I've never quite understood.
Well, look, Jason, I could honestly talk to you about Casualty and indeed Heartbeat for even longer, but we're coming out of time. I just want to say Casualty's on tomorrow night, 8:40 on BBC One. Hopefully, yes. If you haven't got Heartbeat already, please do. Just before I let you go, you have a fabulous room there behind you. It's just beautiful. We've been nosy in lockdown on Zoom calls, watching people's houses, and that looks fabulous. But send our love to the family, Jason. Thank you so much.
I will do. Christine, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.